All right, so here is a Brazilian who has really taken this light heavyweight division by storm. Johnny Walker back for more here tonight.
And the moment he got into the UFC, Johnny Walker made a beeline towards the top 15 in the world. From finishing Khalil Roundtree with a beautiful elbow to the flying knee and the punches that he landed to finish against Misha Cirkunov. You cannot start any better than Johnny Walker has started up to this point.
He had 3 first-round finishes, all of them sub 2 minutes. He believes he's ready for this division's elite, and I think tonight's result, tonight's performance, could give us some answers as to just how high the ceiling is for Johnny Walker Blue. All right, so here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, the inimitable Khabib Nurmagomedov, and this guy makes his way to the octagon, DC. You run out of time setting up everything he's accomplished, but he always puts that status as an undefeated fighter and UFC champion on the line. He will do so again here tonight.
The moment he walked in the AKA, you understood that there was something special about Nurmagomedov. He was a guy that was always listening. Although he spoke no English, he was always listening and paying attention to try to learn and how to improve himself. And the moment he stepped foot in the gym, he was just open to each and every lesson, and now it's showing over the course of his UFC career. He was undefeated going into the UFC, and he has only built on that and become a champion, one of the most well-rounded fighters in all of the UFC. You know, your college wrestling teammates have told me when you showed up at Oklahoma State, you didn't speak English either. No, I didn't. It was all Southern Creole accent. It was all, hey, my boy. Right. Well, your English is now very proper, and so is Khabib's, and he's back on the proving ground here tonight, again, trying to prove himself as one of the pound-for-pound greatest fighters on this UFC roster.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Phuket, Thailand, Johnny Walker! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov!
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. It's going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it upright.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Nice punch by Nurmagomedov.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there. Just misses with the jab there. Oh, he lands a straight punch there, DC. We'll see if he can follow it up now.
He has been throwing this strike over and over again. Look how crisp and straight he is.
Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy. I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Well, a lot of people think he might have the best jab in this division, certainly using it effectively here.
I mean, one of the best jabs in the world across all combat sports. The way that it just comes out, it's beautiful. The backside hand is always at the chin. The elbows tucked to the ribs. The jab goes out. The jab comes right back to the face. It's picture-perfect technique, almost like a Taibo clash or something like that.
So 33 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Misses on the uppercut there. Slips and rips. Nice 1-2 there. That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. And Khabib lands early and he lands often.
Oh, and there he goes again, working off that beautiful jab. He continues to keep his opponent at distance.
I mean, keeps him at bay with that beautiful, precise jab. It is like a piston. It goes in and out, and before his opponent can even realize what hit him, he's already hitting him with another one.
Right.
I love watching this man fight because of that beautiful, educated jab.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Nice kick landed there by Nurmagomedov.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, nice strike landed there by Nurmagomedov.
Those jabs are landing now. It's such a fast leg kick.
Back and forth we go.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork now. It's okay. Use your footwork.
Oh, tags him with that money left again. Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
What a body kick.
Checks the leg kick. Oh, strong punch there by Nurmagomedov.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed. Right under the elbow.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, that is an uppercut from hell. Beautiful job by him there.
I mean, he threw that thing from his hip and he landed with all the force that he could muster. I'm surprised he didn't knock him out with that punch.
Oh, nice combination of strikes there. In terms of the accuracy, I mean, that's exactly what a coach is looking for.
That's exactly. It's like the guy's hitting pads. It's like he's hitting focus mitts, but instead, he's dancing all over his opponent's face.
You're losing the fight. You need to get yourself back in it. Shake yourself up.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one. Great punch.
Oh, Johnny Walker with another early land. This is a guy who fights like he is double parked outside, one of the bigger power threats in this light heavyweight division. And prevailing wisdom is that eventually Walker is going to find himself into a UFC championship scenario. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Nurmagomedov.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Nurmagomedov's shot is blocked. Left hand is true. That will absolutely work.
He throws it like a piston, back and forth. He's landing that beautiful left hand.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere.
96 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Just below 50% thus far, landing with 44% accuracy against Johnny Walker. Misses with that punch. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, beautiful shot there with the hook. I'm not sure his opponent saw that one coming.
His opponent is taking straight punch. He's hooking right around the guard to land and land efficiently.
Oh, nice job to slip off the center line there. His head movement has been a huge, huge factor defensively in this fight.
You can never be a stationary target, so even if the feet aren't moving, you got to be ready to slip that head at a moment's notice.
Nice job defensively there as he keeps his hands up, not just protecting his face, but also what is a pretty significant.
You cannot allow that to get hit anymore, because the more it starts to split, then the blood starts to go into the eye. It not only is damaging in terms of the physical appearance of the cut, but the blood going into the eye almost completely shuts down that side of your face. Yes, they heard him in the last round. Same exact one.
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch land.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank. Nice kick.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Straight right is there.
Take that takedown. Take him down. Take him.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round 2, definitely picking up the pace after round 1. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with a punch there.
Accuracy at its best.
Nurmagomedov's hook shot there looked pretty good, but blocked by the defense. Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed.
Right. Well, it's one thing to have length. It's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Nurmagomedov. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. 1-2 punch by Nurmagomedov. 45 seconds remain in the round.
Real sneaky body kick.
Listen, I need you to start working hard, baby.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range.
Let's move that head now.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
Right on the button. And again, snaps the head back as another punch lands.
Another punch lands. He's doing everything with his hands.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it.
Oh, that's a good knee to the body there by Nurmagomedov. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, You would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there in the previous round.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target, not headhunting, going to the body, making that investment into forcing a mistake later that will allow him to chase his finish.
Straight right hand, no good. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Good punch lands.
Nice, good strikes. Keep going forward.
Right hand upstairs. Body kick now by Nurmagomedov. Right punches there. Oh, big knee.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, look at the redness underneath that left elbow. He is badgering that left side of the body.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Lands a nice straight punch there. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
What do you follow up a great punch like this with? I'm excited to see what happens.
Well, you got to think he's going to enjoy watching this one back tomorrow morning. He has landed a ton of significant strikes, and really a guy who has been a monster in the gym, finally putting it together here in the octagon.
To go home.
Over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Well, getting close to 200 now, 168 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. And the connection rate pretty good, 44% accuracy tonight against Johnny Walker. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
Beautiful punch.
Oh, bone on bone, shin slash foot, right to the skull. You see why I'm a commentator and not a fighter? You see why?
Yeah, those aren't fun. I'm telling you, man, you get kicked in the head. A lot of times, it's the end of the night.
Got a little experience with that.
Yes, I do. It's horrible.
Oh, lands another punch there. Not a mean guy. He's just doing a smart thing.
Oh, he has to be attacking that cut, John. I mean, if he's not, then he's doing his opponent a favor. Attack that cut. Make him pay for it.
Oh, such a natural jab, and there it is again as he gets the hand right to the target.
I mean, right to the target, John. It's like a dude sitting there with a red target on his nose, just getting beat up, hitting bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. I love his ability to feint once and then throw that jab right behind it. It's nasty.
And he landed the right hand there. Maybe a cut to the left of the nose. Oh.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big left hook there. How good is that right hand? Again, going back to the jab, just out of range. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, straight right. Huge block there. Just unable to quite find that range. Oh, big knee.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. Huge elbow there. Gets up again here, but hurting. Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness.
Put him to sleep.
Back to the feet. And both guys really... Oh! He's out! Oh! You knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight. Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Johnny Walker!
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you